you have been sent this as an invitation to become part of a new way of living. This movement is built on a pretty profound idea about how cultures begin. Every culture starts with a small group of people who are willing to live as though the future has already arrived. You know, everything we call normal today was once completely unimaginable, and then someone dared to imagine differently. First, it was a seed, then a way of seeing, then a way of being, then a way of living, until one day, it was simply called life. Right now, that exact same seed lives within women scattered across the earth. It is planted in different homes, different cities, different countries, different communities. Each of us carrying the quiet knowing that another way of living is absolutely possible. For thousands of years, women gathered around fires, in homes, in temples, in forests, and in mystery schools. They gathered to remember, to share wisdom, to practice a way of living that would ripple out through generations. Schools prep us for a career, right? But nobody actually teaches us the truly vital stuff. So we built Inner Bloom, a life school for women, a place of remembering. It's a school for all the fundamental wisdom and practices we all should have been taught, but literally never were. While most schools prepare us for a career, Inner Bloom is designed to prepare us for life. Because let's be honest, no one really teaches us how to know ourselves. No one teaches us how to understand the patterns, the programming, and the conditioning that shape us. No one teaches us how to navigate our emotions, how to care for our bodies, or how to build truly healthy relationships. We aren't taught how to create wealth, how to trust our intuition, how to discover our purpose, or how to consciously create a life that actually feels like our own. These are the things we spend our whole lives learning, and we usually learn them the hard way. So, to fill this massive gap, Inner Bloom serves as a digital platform and app where the wisdom, the knowledge, and the practices we should have been taught but never were finally live. Hundreds of hours of mini courses, workshops, masterclasses, practices, and rituals from over 70 expert coaches and healers from all around the world. Inside this life school, we've intentionally organized our curriculum into 7 distinct spaces. We built the Healing Sanctuary to help you heal your past, the Soul Sanctuary to remember who you truly are, the Becoming Atelier to fully embody who you're stepping into, the Abundance Portal to radically expand your capacity to receive, the Wellness Club to deeply nourish your physical body, the Create and Build space to express exactly what the world needs from you, and finally, the Ambassador Library, which is the exact space where you gather other women. It's this incredibly holistic ecosystem packed with hundreds of hours of wisdom from over 70 expert coaches and healers. Now, healing and wellness, that's really only half the equation. The old paradigm taught us that making any extra money meant taking on an exhausting side hustle, basically trading more of our already depleted time for just a little extra cash. We're introducing a totally limitless new paradigm here. We are talking about building a female-driven economy from the ground up. Because honestly, you just cannot step into a new way of living while you're still relying on an old, exhausting way of making money. It just doesn't work. We believe so deeply that a new way of living absolutely means a new way of creating wealth. Abundance isn't just some abstract theory for us. We literally built it into the physical infrastructure of how we grow. We built the field, we built the life school, and now we are inviting you to directly participate in the financial upside of growing this movement. It's really simple. As our movement grows, your income grows right alongside it. And it all centers around this one magical number, $35. When you invite a woman to join us for the $47 monthly membership, we give you $35 of that fee every single month for as long as she remains an active member. Let me be clear, this is not some fleeting one-time bonus. It is every single month. It's this profoundly sustainable model of recurring wealth, specifically designed to directly reward you for helping us build our shared community. To help guide your growth, we've mapped out a beautiful journey through what we call the 6 initiations. Each initiation marks a brand new threshold. It's a deeper internal experience, a much greater external impact, and yes, a rapidly escalating financial reward as you gather more and more women into the space. Here's exactly how that wealth dynamically scales. Starting from the gathering at 50 women, which brings in over $1,750 a month, all the way up to the legacy tier, where inviting 1,000 women generates an absolutely astonishing $35,000 plus every single month. It is a completely transparent, purely mathematical roadmap to absolute abundance. But let's zoom in and look a bit closer at what hitting these tiers actually means for your day-to-day life.
At our first two thresholds, the gathering and the tribe, you're looking at inviting between 50 and 100 women. That translates to an extra $1,750 to $3,500 landing in your bank account every month. What does that actually do for you? Well, it removes the baseline stress of survival. It pays for the groceries, the car payment, the childcare, maybe even your rent or mortgage. It covers the bare essentials, so your everyday life suddenly feels so much lighter, and you can finally just breathe.
Then, as you step up to the community and the sanctuary thresholds, meaning you've gathered 250 to 500 women, the conversation completely shifts. Now we're talking about $8,750 to $17,500 a month. At this level, we want you to have the ultimate luxury, which is choice. Could you reduce your work hours, walk away from a job that's draining you, spend your days with your kids? You finally stop designing your life around paying the bills, and you start designing the exact life you actually want to live.
Finally, you ascend to the absolute highest tiers, the collective and the legacy. By gathering 750 to 1,000 women, your income skyrockets from roughly $26,000 to over $35,000 a month. This is the exact point where income transforms into legacy. It's the kind of limitless wealth that lets you fund huge ideas, build massive generational assets, give incredibly generously, and completely redefine what is even possible for your family. And the crazy part? We designed this so the opportunity doesn't even stop there. It is truly boundless.
Now you might be sitting there wondering, okay, how do I actually do this? Well, we've built a beautifully simple 4-step process for you. Step 1, you join and step right into the Ambassador Library. Step 2, you get your own personal affiliate link. Step 3, you plug that link into a ready-made website that we provide, completely done for you. And step 4, you simply share it. You just show up, use the marketing materials we've already created, and invite other women to join the journey. The entire infrastructure is just sitting there waiting for you to use it. Because our collective mission here is definitely not small. We are building this rhythmic, totally unstoppable momentum to reach 1 million women. Think about it. 1 woman becomes 10. 10 becomes 100. 100 becomes 1,000. 10,000 becomes 100,000. Until suddenly, boom, there are 1 million women living this new way of life. They aren't living the exact same life, but they are living from the exact same deep knowing and shared foundation. Because ultimately, we are not here to make the ordinary extraordinary. We are here to make the extraordinary completely ordinary. Our grand goal is for this incredibly abundant, empowered, deeply connected way of living, which right now might seem totally unimaginable to some folks out there, to become so visible and so deeply embodied that the rest of the world just naturally inherits it, until it is, quite simply, just the way we all live. Listen, you wouldn't be watching this explainer, and you wouldn't have made it this far if you didn't already know in your gut that another way of living was possible. The new world isn't just coming someday, it is gathering into form right now as we speak. The seed is already within you. So the only question left is, are you ready to let it bloom?